Okay, this is a Sonoff SV that I'm going to flash today, and I'm going to eventually set this up as a dry contact switch, so I can use it to open my garage door or control my alarm or something like that if I want to. There's a few things just to point out on this board. First of all, down here, these are the 4 flashing pins. So you've got 3.3 volts, RX, TX and ground. This is going to be my output that's going to go to the garage door opener. The input on this other side, these 2 pins here, they get dead shorted out. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm just going to solder 2 header pins in there, and I'm going to short them out with a DuPont cable. I'll also solder 2 header pins into these ones as well. Power here, there's a plus minus there. I'll supply power through those pins. Now the other thing that's worth noting here is to make this a dry contact switch, and you can almost see this now, these 2 pins here, either side of that on the circuit board there's a resistor, and I just use a screwdriver just to basically, I just slip the screwdriver down between those header pins and the resistor, and I just twist it, and it'll just twist those resistors just straight off the circuit board. What I want to do now though is I want to flash this with Tasmoda. So on my computer I've got my PlatformIO terminal all ready to go. I'm going to connect this up, put it in programming mode, and I'm going to hit that upload button down there on the taskbar. And what we'll also see over here in Home Assistant is I've got my current 6. I've got my 6 current sonoff switches. What will happen, because in this PlatformIO software I've enabled discovery, as soon as it comes online, it'll actually appear there on the list of devices in Home Assistant. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I've got my flashing cable. What I'm going to do is the brown pin on this, you can see this on the blog, the brown pin is positive 3.3 volts, so I'm just going to plug that into the board. Don't know if you're going to see me doing this, you'll see it in a moment. I'm just going to put that on the board. Right, so you can see that I've got that there now. There's also the button there that I've got my finger over. So I'm going to use one hand to put some sideways pressure on that ribbon cable that's plugged in there, or those pins that are plugged in there. I'm going to press on the programming thing here, and then I'm going to plug the other end of this into this into my USB port on my computer. So let's just do that. You're not going to see this probably, but I'm just going to plug it in. I'm holding the pin down, and let's just plug that in. If I can get it right, around the right way, it'll be good. Okay, so you just heard it, and so it's actually connected, and I can take my finger off this button now that it's in programming mode. Now what we do is, in our software on the PlatformIO, I'm going to click on that upload button, and you can now see that it's actually compiling it, scanning the dependencies, doing all that. So this will take a minute. It just recompiles it. It doesn't use it, even though I compiled it a little while ago. So now it's linking it. It's going to create the firmware, and now it's actually gone into upload mode, and it says uploading it. And what you'll see, maybe if I can just see it, you can see the LEDs are actually flashing on that USB device as it's flashing it, and then you can see there it's going, the percentage is going up. It's currently 16%. That'll just keep going through. Now it's done another line, 33%. Eventually to get to 100%. 50%. Almost 67%. A couple more minutes, maybe less, and it will be done. %, almost there. Done, 100% done. Okay, now, hasn't picked it up here yet. Now, actually, you might have just seen it. It's just picked it up just now. It's a very top one. It's called switch.sonoff because I didn't change I haven't put a new friendly name or anything in there. Okay, let's just, I'm just going to end this video here, but you can see it's actually picked up that switch. If I now, actually, what I can do is I can press the button on that switch and it will come on. It's now come on, and you can see on the device itself, it's now showing that it's on. If I press that button again, it goes off, and now Home Assistant is going to say that it's off. And that's how you configure a switch in Sonoff.